Invincible says, I mean, Kishimoto knew people don't care about Inojin, so he didn't do a lot. See, I feel like that's the
not the way to approach
opposite.
it.
Oh man, people
Like,
don't care
if
about
you
my
know that they
story.
don't,
I better just get through it then.
yeah, it's like if you know they don't care, that should be your inspiration to make them care first.
Man, there's problems with my story. I'll just keep going.
I mean, it's kind of like Asuma, where it's just like he's not really relevant until it's time for him to die, and so they like make you care before he dies. Like, I don't know, it's just like, but they never did that with Inojin. They never made us care.
Even Asuma, I personally didn't care as much as they intended me to. Because, like, he was, like, crying in the rain. Like, the fact it was raining at all. Like, I didn't care to that degree, but I can understand other people caring. Because that care level's there. It just personally didn't resonate with me as much. But it's still
I
there.
care
I
because
can
of
acknowledge
Shikamaru,
it.
not because of Asuma.
With Inojin, I just don't care at all. Like, Shikadai cares, and I care
Exactly.
about Shikadai a little bit, I guess.
But it's just like the problem is we don't care in any capacity because we're not left thinking, I wish there was more in terms of, and we're not left thinking, oh, but he had such a cool bond with Naruto. It's so sad that he's gone, like Kurama. It's just like we don't care either way, whether he lives or dies. It's how I feel about Konohamaru, no offense. Like, I just don't care anymore. I cared previously, but like now in the manga, I do not care if Konohamaru's dead. Okay, but I care more than I do with Inojin.
Like, shocking deaths are still allowed to be sad. I hope everyone here realizes that. Like, Hinata's death was shocking.
Yes.
That's sad. Whatever you may think of Madara, even if his death was after the fact, after the shocking Zetsu stab, we still got it.
I'm trying to think of like shocking deaths.
What
Like a
about,
shocking
is his name
death.
Mujino? Konohamaru's friend?
Yeah, well, in the
In the
manga, that
manga,
nobody cares, but
in the manga, you weren't meant to care. He wasn't really a character in the manga in the first place. Inojin is a character here, and you are intended to care, but you just don't. In the anime, they fixed it. That scene wasn't broken. That scene didn't need fixed. They changed it to where you care, which that's fine. It was both shocking and you care. They made it better.
I do prefer the anime one, and the reason why isn't just because of the superficial, because I care. It's more because in relation to the sacrifice was in the thing. It wasn't just like, ow, kill them. It was also like a sacrifice element to it. And because that's there, I prefer the anime where they make us care about a sacrificial death. But otherwise, it's fine. But the problem is that with Inojin, we should care more than we did with Mugino.
Exactly. Invincible says, I know the reason. Personally, I love Shikadai and Chocho for their own character, not based on their parents. When it comes to Inojin, people just care about IMO. And I'm sure you only care about Team 10, Shikadai and Chocho, because of the anime, not because of the manga. Like, you can have, like, the sympathy, again, like Choji in part 1, before the Sasuke retrieval mission. You can like him. He can be a likable character. That doesn't mean he's a good character.
I don't think Shikadai is a good character in the manga. He's just there. You don't even get Shikadai being Shikadai, the smart guy, really, in the manga. He's just there. Like, if anything, Chocho is the most character in the manga, because at least Chocho is being Chocho.
Yeah.
With like
Plus,
her
Chocho is in
goofy,
Naruto
quirky
Gaiden.
and stuff.
That's
And it's the
part.
same thing. Like, Chocho's always being Chocho in all these things. Which isn't to say she's a good character, but at least she's being a character, I feel like.
Like, even Shikadai's bomb around the neck, that's not Shikadai. That's about Amado and Shikamaru. Like, it just involves Shikadai. But, like, even then, like, it would have been so easy to give Shikadai anything there. Worry, doubts, fear, or even after the fact, a conversation with Amado. Anything, but nothing. We don't get anything about that. Resolve as a shinobi, prepared to die. Nothing. Oh, it's so unexpected. I'm so young. Nothing. Nothing at all. They could have done so much there. Anything at all. They did nothing. says,
It's
of
just
course,
a
because of
huge
the anime.
missed opportunity.
In manga, they just exist in background like filler characters. Exactly.
Just bad, bro. I don't know what else to say. Like,
The funny thing is, at least as of recently, I disliked Inojin, but recently I started like hating him and having fun memeing him and just enjoying having him as my least favorite character in Boruto 2 Blue Vortex. So it's similar to the people that were like comically rooting on Madara when he threw the kunai at Sakura when Sakura couldn't stab out Obito's eye. People like unironically,
yeah,
people were cheering the kunai on, hoping the kunai kills Sakura. Like it's almost like a sports team at that point. You actively root against the team that's like against your team.
literally, yeah, we're rooting for Jura to kill Inojin. Like, that's a problem.
Like a part of me was just cheering, like, woo, he's gone, yeah, let's go, Jura. It was pretty cool.
I don't know. It's literally, I know, and it's like that's not good.
Like I want to meet the monster who was not pleading pain to stop when he threw Hinata in the air. Back on the ground, little rock.
Exactly, and then, like I was gonna say, like, even if you love that villain, if you're annoyed with Kawaki, even if you like Kawaki, to some extent, like I wanted Mitsuki to like beat us a little bit, or maybe you want Jura to do it. Doesn't matter. I like Mitsuki doing it, but that's different from saying I want Mitsuki to beat that out of Himawari. Like it's just like it's not the same.